Hey everybody, I don't think you can see much and it's just going to get darker, but if you got a moment, walk with me a little bit in the darkness here. I'll try to hold the camera steady. Well, I'm a little bit drunk. I haven't made a drunken video in a long time. Try to avoid making those. Not good, I think. But what the heck. Tonight had a great nomikai. Japanese, I think it was a bullet train. Shoo, long one. 16 cars those things have. And I had a really nice nomikai, Japanese drinking party with my co-workers this evening. I won't go into any details about that. It's not good to. There goes another bullet train. Shoo, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I've counted so many of those things. I can see them from work, from the classrooms where I work. Watch every one of them go by, and sometimes I can count them. Always counted up 16. But it's not good to mix work with the public side of life at any time. You know, it's just not a good idea, and especially in Japan. So I try not to do it. So what I sometimes do though is take the lessons, the things that I'm learning from my experiences here, and generalize them in a way that I think, that I hope might be of interest to others. And I'm going to try to attempt to do that now in a slightly drunken state. It's got a little light now, but it's going to get dark in just a sec. I sent out a tweet earlier, or maybe a vid, yeah, I sent a vid earlier from the bathroom at the restaurant I was at, indicating that I was seeing the Japanese in a new way after all these years. And what I was seeing was the familial element of the work environment, and the way that under a positive environment where inhibitions are released or dampened, where individuals are really reinforced with welcoming arms by their peers, and given a sense of welcome and belonging. And what I realized was that in giving their lives to the company, the Japanese are doing something very similar to what we in the West do when we give our lives to our family. Now, in recent decades, that has become less consequential than perhaps it should be, but nevertheless, the sentiment is the same. In the West, we completely understand about we are willing to sacrifice. We are willing to sacrifice our jobs for our family. Likewise, in Japan, they're willing to sacrifice their families or their lives in general for their jobs. Now, the families. The reason that works is that in Japan, that's precisely what the families expect. Wives and children expect their husbands and their fathers to have that type of almost single-minded dedication to work, where family is and home is a place to recover and recruit and regain energies to go back out and be in faito and gambate and all that kind of stuff to provide for them, and to be contributing resourceful members. What they're getting with the men that do this are getting, and the women increasing numbers. What they're getting in return is not a endless. I mean, it is. I mean, you listen to Busan Kevin's tweets, and he does such a great job of describing what he sees on the train in the mornings as he rides along in Kobe, and he describes so many desperate faces. And it's no doubt that it is taxing. It takes a lot out of the men, but they are also they're getting something positive out of that as well. And I saw that tonight. So what they give up in some ways, they gain in other ways. But what we miss in the West when we look at them is we miss the fact that they get something very personal and very warm and very human in their sacrifice of self for their company that we may not understand because we don't necessarily gain the same thing in our Western perspective. We reserve those feelings and those experiences for our home life. Well, I can't believe I actually was able to get that theory, that idea out in a cognizant manner and without too much making a silliness. It's a dark stretch above. beyond there. Long, long, dark street. Don't have to fear in Japan. You can walk through the dark streets, even if you're a woman, and not fear too much. I'm going to turn the camera off now. Say goodnight to you all. Go home. I'm saying goodnight to you on YouTube. I'm going to hop on Twitter, have some more beers, go home to my good wife, my good daughter. Hopefully they're resting and having a good evening, and I'll see you all on the morrow. Now I'm going to push the button, walk into the dark. And if you're on Twitter, I'll see you there soon. Bye-bye, friends.